there, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-May 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So you're the last sign. I usually do not do Scorpio last. I don't know. I gotta make that equal. It just came out that way, I guess. Nothing personal. It's funny, these have been more like relationship readings, some of these readings. Not, I always try to, this is a general kind of like topic, so I try to cover all the bases. Sorry if this is a weird camera angle, but my tripod is very precariously upright, and I'm going to try to, keep it even though I got to do it real close. The heart of the matter is the Devil card, and the Devil card is connected to Capricorn of signs, but it is a card of excess materialism, and let's see if I can bring it back a little bit. Excess materialism. Oops, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, this is on its last legs, literally, but I'm just going to try to prop it up. And I don't even know, I should start over again so I don't look rinky-dink, but I just would like to get this so I'm just going to keep going. This is a card of a lot of temptation of the flesh. So if this is a relationship, it's a relationship that's based on lust, not love, which you, Scorpio, tend not to get involved in those type of relationships. You tend to be very much into the heartfelt type, but there might be some other reasons why you have found yourself in this position. Just, very strong physical attraction for somebody. Perhaps this individual makes a good living and you like the perks of that. Or if you are in a marriage, a permanent relationship with this person, and you like the lifestyle, maybe it's been a step up for you. In the workplace, working for money, not for maybe even feeling a little bit like you're doing something that's wrong with the in terms of like the type of work that you're doing. You don't feel like it's helping other people, or you feel like you're just doing it for the money, kind of whoring yourself out. And it doesn't feel right anymore. I don't want to get too intense about that. It just could simply be that the lure is too great. That it's you make a nice living. That makes sense. I mean, my goodness. With wanting, financial abundance, that makes perfect sense. It's just the idea that with Scorpio especially, you tend to be very much into what brings you emotional fulfillment. And your opposite sign, Taurus, probably doesn't have the same kind of problems in this area. Will probably be happy just to be a great provider, to be a great earner, because Taurus rules the second house of earned income. Your house is about the deeper emotional things in life. It's a water house, not an earth house. So you're like a lot more into that depth, emotional depth, even with career matters. In the past position, we have the Ace of Swords. So you may have really come to realize this with this situation, like you've gained mental clarity, and maybe before you knew something was wrong, but you didn't quite know what to make of it, and now you've kind of identified the situation and the problems of this, conundrum, if you will. If you feel this sense of being torn between two desires, really. And this is great. When you have gotten that clarity, it makes it easier to take action. And when we look at the higher message, the Queen of Cups, and who I've gotten this card at least once. I think it was more than once. But anyway, this card is like the artist, the mother. Sometimes this could be about motherhood, and when I say motherhood, I'm not leaving out men. I mean parenthood. But this is a double feminine sign, so this is why I think of the woman, the female, but it's that nurturing quality, the healer, the artist. And with the, juxtaposed, I was thinking of juxtaposition, juxtaposed between, next to that, that devil card, you can see the contrast between somebody who is, being very intuitive, being very sensitive, being artistic, being nurturing, and that crass, materialistic, greedy type of nature. It's like polar opposites in a lot of ways. What crosses you is the Justice card. Now, if this is a relationship issue, and let's say the devil is a malignant narcissist that you are married to, and you have met an air sign, with the swords. What if it is a Libra? Because the Justice card is connected to Libra. But basically, I would say, if you could tell your spouse, look, I just don't think it's working out. And this is the type of person that would refuse to give you a divorce because they are narcissistic. They hate to lose. They want to be in control. So that Ace of Swords could be a new love interest that happens to be an air sign. The other air signs are Aquarius, and Aquarius is also a fixed sign like you. So sometimes there's attractions there, and a Gemini. And you may feel like with the Justice card, a legal union, like a marriage, may be something that is going to be challenged by this person. And they're not doing it because they love you. They're doing it because they want to thwart you. And, it's so funny because this person may be showing even more of their true colors through their behavior. They may be quite toxic in some of their things that they're doing, and then you really say to yourself, oh gosh, now I know why I want to get away from this person, because look at how they act. And we have the two of the best cards for a relationship that follow. What's coming in, the Ten of Cups is a marriage card. Family harmony. So if you're in the process of separating, divorcing a partner, this could be good for your family. Maybe it was a long time coming and they feel a sense of relief. They feel a sense of the household is much saner, more peaceful. This is the pot at the end of the rainbow, so there could be some kind of a marriage vibe to this. Even if you are currently married, you may have felt like you have met the one. And with the Devil card, it's very interesting because this may be a person that you have to get away from. I was starting the reading thinking about the Devil card being you, because when I pull the cards, I'm not really taking them in. I notice that sometimes a reader will have the cards already laid out before they record. And they're doing, and maybe they do that so that they can have the best way of putting together a story, than having to do it on the fly. And so sometimes I'm like, wait, I kind of have a plot twist. And of course, you can interpret these cards in many different ways. So The outcome card is the Sun card, and it's kind of a catch-all, beautiful card. It's the card of love, the card of healing, prosperity, the card of children, the card of joy. And so there might be some kind of a situation that you have to kind of get away from in order to experience this. And maybe even with the Justice card in the challenge position, you're not being believed or helped by somebody who could take your side, maybe even in your own family or your own circle of friends. That happens sometimes with somebody who is a narcissist, is that they get other people to side with them, to believe them, and sometimes you are out in the cold by yourself. But if you have that clarity that the Ace of Swords represents, and really what I see, if this is a relationship, Scorpio, is that what happens is that after years of gaslighting and all those kinds of things, where you just feel like you start to question your own reactions and think, hey, maybe it is my fault. Maybe I am in the wrong. Something happens where you get insight into this person's MO, and you realize that all along they have been doing this kind of stuff. And you're able to see it for what it is. Now that doesn't mean you get away right in that moment, but then it's all over but the shouting. Then you're able to eventually separate from that person and go on to a better life. So when I do these readings, this is just a mid-month reading, and it always seems like it's, maybe because I'm a Sagittarian, it always gets kind of overblown, and it can never be like for that little period of time. But it's just kind of to show to me like a morality play or some kind of a little instructive story about how when as soon as you can see things as they really are, everything else falls into place. It may take some time, for things to shake themselves out and work out, but eventually you can get to that Sun card, which is all those positive things. So I definitely hope that if you are dealing with a difficult situation like this, that you're able to have this happen, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If you'd like a private reading, the link to my different readings is below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.